Hey, welcome everybody. This is John Crable. I'm assistant professor here in business management at Columbus State Community College. I'm also the lead instructor on Principles of Business, BMGT 1101. What we wanted to do today is just give you a brief overview on the first learning unit that we're going to have in this course, touch on some of the main learning objectives, and then also kind of provide the goals as we have as instructors, as faculty, for you as students taking this course. So first of all, if we just look at some of the overarching themes, we're going to title it the business environment. We're looking at chapters 1, 2, and 3. If you look at some of the assignments that we have, always the Connect assignments are going to come into play with this. Make sure you're getting into those, whether it's SmartBook, whether it's just going through Connect, and really taking the time to understand some of those key components for this course, for this first learning unit. If we have discussion boards, if you're taking a web class, look to see when those fall in. Always refer back to the units of instruction, the calendar for this course, and making sure that you're getting your assignments turned in on time. So some of the learning objectives that we want to kind of take a look at in Learning Unit 1. And as we kind of go through these, I'm not going to go into them with a ton of depth, but I'm going to touch on them and make sure that we kind of understand some of the overarching themes and goals for this learning unit. Describe the major trends occurring in contemporary business and the key elements of the business environment, contrasting goods and service producing organizations, and then also looking at explaining the economic concepts of supply and demand. So kind of going into the beginnings of that process and understanding the economics behind it. We want to look at capitalism, socialism, communism, and also the trend towards mixed economies. And lastly, we want to look at some of the different strategies businesses use today to compete in a very global marketplace. And when we look at all those different learning assignments, I think what's really comparing them down is, combining them is, look at your daily life, right? If you drink coffee, maybe you're drinking coffee that was produced in a different nation, but it's probably brought to America by Starbucks or one of the big companies, right? How does Starbucks compete globally? If you go and you purchase something on Amazon, it could come from a distribution warehouse 2 miles away. It could come from China. And so when we look at these, we really want to start comparing, okay, well, in this global marketplace, how do all these key pieces and parts play together? And not just stakeholders and consumers like you and me, but also the governments. How do they try and control? How do they try and structure themselves to take advantage of these? And then we want to look at how those governments are run, whether it's communism, whether it's socialism, capitalism, or some mixture of all those together. So thanks for your time today, guys. Get into Learning Unit 1. And as always, if you have questions, go ahead and ask your instructor. Bye.